Welcome to the KPC Smart Money Podcast with Kevin and Karen Christ. I am going to enjoy today's podcast. Why taking vacation time could save your life. And you know what? Talking about vacation time with all the stress of, post-COVID world and the stock market and, people just working insane hours. It's time to talk about why you should take a vacation. North American workers are notorious for being workaholics, especially with the majority of employees may have shortened, postponed, and canceled their vacation time. People are not taking a break. Another recent study found that 26% of respondents had never taken 2 weeks of vacation at one time. Wow. You know what? This is funny. The Center of Economic and Policy Research has gone so far as to call the U.S. the no vacation nation. Now, you compare that to Europe, they all have 3 weeks, 6 weeks off.
6 weeks.
I know.
What did they say to you when you went to Switzerland?
When I went to Sweden. It just blew me away. Like, I could get on a bus, I've not spoken a word of English, and the driver will look right at me and start speaking to me in English. And my cousin, who's Swedish, I turned around and I said, how do they know to always speak to me in English when they have not heard me speaking in English? And she goes, oh, that would be the bags under your eyes. Americans always have dark circles and look tired. I'm like, wow, that's how we're known in other countries.
Yeah, but you know what? That's why we dominate.
Well, okay, all right. So that's another topic. But anyway, so leaving vacation time on the table is actually taking a toll on employees. A recent study by the World Health Organization found that 745,000 people died in 2016 from heart disease and stroke, and they connected this to long hours and said the trend might worsen again, post COVID-19. The research found that working 55 hours or more a week was associated with a 35% higher risk of stroke and a 17% higher risk of dying from heart disease than a work week of between 35 and 40 hours. Now,
should I cut back?
Really?
I wish you could have seen that face.
Yeah, so taking vacation time is essential, especially for those of us that don't even know what a 40-hour work week looks like, would be happy for one. That's because time off from work is integral to well-being, sustained productivity, and high performance. So, Kevin, why don't you tell them a few other reasons why you should start planning at least a getaway of some kind?
Yep. Vacation time increases mindfulness. We did a whole podcast on mindfulness, didn't we? Going on a holiday makes you feel more present and stimulated. I'm getting excited about
Yes.
This makes me think about our trip in July. I'm very excited about that. Well deserved, I think. When we travel, we are usually breaking our normal routine. And so, psychologists will tell you that, that makes for a healthy mind. That means we can't operate on autopilot. That decreased familiarity is an opportunity for most people to be more fully present and to really wake up.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like Groundhog Day, right? You get up at the same time, go to bed same time, go through your morning commute, go through your nightly commute, have dinner about the same time, right?
Yeah, you're in a rut routine.
My 91-year-old father says, I'm not in a rut, Kevin. I'm in the Grand Canyon. So according to another research study, in the Journal of Positive Psychology, meditation and vacations appear to have overlapping effects. The report found that both meditation exercises and vacationing were associated with higher levels of well-being and increased mindfulness.
Yeah, and, I already threw out the statistics about, people who are working 45 plus hours a week and what the statistics are for increased heart disease. vacation time actually improves heart health. Taking regular vacations could help reduce the risk of what's called the metabolic syndrome. That is a cluster of health issues, and it includes high blood pressure, high blood sugar, excess belly fat, and abnormal cholesterol levels. All of these symptoms raise the risk of heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. Well, in one study, researchers found that those who vacationed more frequently were less likely to meet the criteria for metabolic syndrome. Notably, the risk went down by a quarter with each additional vacation taken. Another 9-year study followed more than 12,000 middle-aged men who are at high risk for disease. In the end, those who took more yearly vacations were less likely to die from any cause, including heart attacks and other cardiovascular problems. So literally, folks, there's research that says take a vacation.
And vacation time reduces stress. Stress raises levels of certain hormones, such as cortisol and adrenaline.
Mm-hmm.
In the short term, this can be helpful, triggering the fight or flight response that helps you deal with immediate threats. But over time, chronic stress can increase your risk for health issues, including heart disease. A study released by the American Psychological Association concluded that time off helps to reduce stress by removing people from the activities and environments that they associate with anxiety. Does your job help you create anxiety? Some people it does, I know. With our kids, call us and tell us about their anxieties at work. Are you thinking of heading to the beach or going camping this summer? Another scientific report highlights that spending at least 120 minutes a week in natural environments, such as parks, woodlands, and beaches, is associated with good health and well-being. So get outside.
Right. So find a park near you or anything. That's only 2 hours a week to just get out, de-stress, see nature.
Is that why you like to go paddleboarding with Karen?
I love going paddleboarding.
Get out on the water.
Get out on the water and be in the sun and get a little exercise. Yeah, the paddleboarding is how I de-stress. So vacation time also boosts your brain power, which you kind of go, really? Because I'm not really thinking about work and stuff. Exactly. Taking time off improves the capacity to learn. When your brain is completely relaxed, it is able to consolidate knowledge and you get more brain power. Literally, neuroscience has made it really clear, and they've, again, done it through PET scans and MRIs. This is not just someone's opinion, that they find aha moments like that light bulb. Oh, I get it. Those moments come when you are in a relaxed state of mind. That's why you have your best ideas on a walk, in the shower, on vacation. Mine tend to come right as I'm falling asleep. And there is a reason for it, okay? There is a link between travel and creativity also, because foreign experiences, and that doesn't mean it needs to be in a foreign country, okay? It just foreign as in it's not your normal. They can increase both cognitive flexibility and depth and integrativeness of thought, the ability to make deep connections between different thoughts, different facts. So anyway, the key critical process is when you have these different engagements and you are willing to immerse yourself and adapt, you will find a boost literally in your brain power.
Karen, it just while you were talking, I just realized something. We've been self-employed for like a really long time, and you're running a business. Part of running a business is not just the financial part of it, paying the bills and making sure that you're profitable, but it's the creativity and the ideas, the marketing ideas, and whatnot. And I'll tell you, some of the best ideas I've ever come up with. It sounds funny, but in the shower.
Yeah.
And it just made me think while you were talking, why that is. Because you're not answering the phone. You can't see the phone light up as someone's trying to call you,
Good point.
right? You're in, no one can get to you.
Except
You're
the
in the
cats.
shower, right? Well, the cats try to.
Yeah, that's
they're
right.
pawing on the thing. But I mean, sometimes, I wonder, I like taking a long shower. I don't take quick shower. I take really long showers, and I shave in the shower, and I think about ideas for business, and it's there's some meditating going on, there's some praying going on. There's a lot going on there besides, just shaving and all
Right.
that. So that's very interesting to me.
There you go.
Yeah, so take some time. Okay, so vacation time also improves your sleep. Restless nights are a common complaint, often stemming from the fact that we have too much on our minds. Oh, boy, howdy.
Yeah, I was gonna
Boy,
say,
howdy,
boy,
do
that's,
as I say.
that's you.
Yeah, right. Researchers say that time off from work can help interrupt the habits that disrupt sleep, like working late into the night or checking your cell phone before bed. Another reason your sleep improves while on holiday and extends after your return is that a new bed helps you dissociate from your negative sleep patterns back home. A study conducted by New Zealand Air asked participants on vacation to wear a wrist device that would monitor their quality of sleep starting 3 days before their holiday until 3 days after their return. They also kept a sleep diary and were measured for reaction times before, during, and after their trip. Researchers found that after 2 or 3 days of vacation, the participants averaged an hour more of good quality sleep and experienced an 80% improvement in their reaction times. When they returned home, they were still sleeping close to an hour more, and their reaction time was 30 to 40% higher than before the trip. Don't be a vacation slacker. Time off is linked to a slew of benefits, including better sleep and improved mental health. So, what are you waiting for? Put the guilt aside and plan your next trip. Your body and mind will thank you.
So you've been listening to Kevin and Karen Christ on the KPC Smart Money Podcast. Be blessed until next week, and go spend some time out in nature, rejuvenate, plan a vacation.
You've been listening to the KPC Smart Money Podcast with Kevin and Karen Christ. To listen to more episodes, visit kpcsmartmoney.com. You can also find the KPC Smart Money Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, and Stitcher.
KPC Financial Solutions is an independent financial services firm that utilizes a variety of investment and insurance products. Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through KPC Financial Solutions, LLC, a registered investment company. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal. Any reference to protection, safety, or lifetime income generally refer to fixed insurance products, never securities or investments. Insurance guarantees are backed by the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing carrier. This podcast is intended for informational purposes only. It is not intended to be used as the sole basis for financial decisions, nor should it be construed as advice designed to meet the particular needs of an individual's situation. KPC Financial Solutions is not permitted to offer, and no statement made during the show shall constitute tax or legal advice. Our firm is not affiliated with or endorsed by the U.S. government or any governmental agency. The information and opinions contained herein provided by third parties have been obtained from sources believed to be reliable, but accuracy and completeness cannot be guaranteed by KPC Financial Solutions. Hypothetical examples have been provided for illustrative purposes only. It does not represent a real-life scenario and should not be construed as advice designed to meet the particular needs of an individual's situation.